Hey, you. Did I doze off? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sleep so deeply. Oh, God, the sun is up. You should have woken me when it was my watch. Yes, you should have. You need rest too. I can't believe I didn't wake up on my own. I really am out of practice with all this, aren't I? You've made me soft, Highness. I know. Whatever, I'm awake now. Can you hand me that water? Thank you. Give me just a minute, I'll be on my feet. Can't really take the bandit out of the elf, right? Okay then, that's better. What about you? Do you need to rest? Or do you want to keep moving? You sure? I don't want you falling down from royal exhaustion. Okay then, if you say so. We shouldn't be far, actually. Let me get a look from higher up. Make sure we're going the right way. Yep, I'll just climb up here. Won't take a second. I can get a much better view. I'll be fine. You know I won't fall. Besides, it's better than not really being sure what direction to move in. We might end up going in circles. Well, no, of course we won't, but still, I'd like to have a look. Stay down here and pack up what we've got. And, catch me if I fall, I guess. I'm kidding. I won't go that high. I just need to see above the tree line. Yep. Just like this. Easy, right? No, stay down there. If you climb and then fall, we'll be in real trouble. Hey, looking after you is part of the deal. You're precious, remember? You're important to your people, your kingdom, and also to me. So stay on terra firma and let me do this one thing that I do better than you anyway. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but you're not wrong. There's a lot I do better than you. But you have me beaten a few things too. Navigating court, for one. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Diplomacy isn't easy for me, and intrigue is even harder. Says you. I don't think anyone really warmed to me, not deep down. They tolerated me for you. Okay, I'm high enough to see. Yeah, I see smoke in the distance. That's probably our people. Your people, I mean. That's the right direction, so hopefully they made it there. And hopefully, most of them are awake. I don't know. Like I said, I have theories, but... Hang on, I'm coming down. I have theories about what that magic was and whether it's still a threat to us. I don't know yet if we were affected or not. I don't know a lot of things, but the only way to get answers is to keep moving again. Get to the people, see what's happened. See if anyone has answers. I'm not sure I'm ready to share my theories just yet, Highness. Because they're not entirely formed, for one thing. And I don't like speculating without all the information. Okay then. We can talk it out a bit, see what we can come up with together. Two brains and all that. Hang on. There we go. Back on the ground. Thank you, sweetness. Here, I'll take that. We can start moving and talk while we do. But tell me if you get tired, okay? I don't want to have to carry you the last bit of distance because you've passed out from not getting the rest you need. Good. Anyway, the motivation for the attack, and we do have to view it as an attack. I can't imagine it was anything else. I mean, I suppose it could have been a spell gone awry, something that someone lost control of, but that's just not as likely, not given the situation you've been in. My main theory is just a matter of vulnerability. It's no secret beyond your borders that your throne is a little unstable. The unrest among some of the nobles, the backbiting that isn't quite settled. This country has gone through a lot in just a few years. A coup, a royal on the run, a grand return, and now a fiancé from a distant land. There's a lot to make these lands unsteady, at least from the outside. To many, that means it's a fat pigeon ripe for the plucking. And bonus points if they can do it without having to deploy an army or wage a lengthy siege. Sieges are funny things. They can drag on, sometimes for years. Most nations don't have the money or resources for that. Oh, no question. I've been keeping track of the supplies. We would have been more than prepared to wait out just about anything that came along. Our reserves were stocked, our arsenal was prepared. If there's one thing your staff does well, it's be ready for the worst. It would have gotten messy for anyone who tried anything. Plus, a direct attack on the country like that would have only united your people under the banner. Any squabbling that seemed important yesterday would not matter in the face of an assault on the walls. Everyone would have banded together under your leadership. No one with any tactical knowledge would have thought that was a good idea. But when sneaky magic options are involved... Exactly. If they'd managed to put everyone in the castle under a spell, it would have been easy enough to just walk in and take it. No resistance, no bloodshed, no fight of any kind. Yep, easy to just take possession of. And not just the castle, but you. I can't help but think you were the target. You're the face of this country. You're young, strong, enthusiastic, clearly capable of overcoming adversity. The common people rally to you. If someone had managed to capture or kill you, it would take the spirit out of any resistance. The people would be rudderless and not really sure whom to follow. But with you on the run, there's hope. Hope for retaking what's yours, yet again. I suspect so. I suspect someone's arrived at the keep by now and found it empty. It's not ideal, but there's nothing there we can't live without. Possibly. If it was a plot and didn't work as planned, they might be quite frustrated indeed. Which also means they might be heading this way next. I didn't want to talk about it and put it out there, so to speak, but there's very little chance we're not being followed. I don't think they're tailing us specifically, but we're going in the same direction. Heading for the border and the safety that hopefully waits there. We need to get to the people and regroup before whatever is behind us catches up. And then we can face whatever or whoever it is. Face it and deal with it. I'm not actually all that worried, at least not about our speed. We move much more quickly than an army can, even with horses and open roads. You and me, we're fast. We leave no trace and we make very little sound. We can handle lots of different terrain and not be slowed down by it. It's almost like we trained for this, once upon a time. We still have to be careful. And once we get there, we'll deal with it when we get to it, one thing at a time. Let's get you there and show your people that you're still alive and still able to lead them. I mean, yes, of course, I'm always with you. Clearly. I'm right here with you now. I know what you meant. And I don't know when it is a good time to talk about that. You and me, we've been on such different paths. But I can't deny how I feel about you. And I can't deny that being with you is something that I want. I want it very much. I do. You know I love you. And if love conquers all, we'll be just fine. There's just a lot in between us and that happily ever after stuff right now. How about this? I don't want either of us to be distracted or confused or at all unsure where we stand with each other. No matter what happens, no matter what comes next, know that I love you, beyond whatever's waiting for us. And if there's any way for this to work, if there's any chance that we can be together and go forward as us, I will fight for that, as long as you are on the same page. Is that how you feel too? Is that what you want? Okay then. For now, that's enough. Of course it is. It's a promise. I promise that I love you, and I promise that I will do what I can to not leave your side. I'm not some starry-eyed idiot. I know that life happens and things change and we have no idea what'll be waiting for us, even on the other side of this tree line. But for what is in my power, for what I have control over, I will stand with you. and I will love you. So for that, you never need to doubt. All right? Like I said, stability goes a long way. We don't need to be unsure of each other. Knowing how we feel and what we intend to do about it will give us strength to face what's coming, even if it doesn't work out. Even if the worst happens, at least we know right here and now that we have each other's backs. That's a lot of comfort, at least to me. It's reassuring to know that you don't intend to fight through this with me and then give me a nice goodbye hug while you go marry some nice noble from your court. I know, but still, you are quite the catch, Highness. So many would fall over themselves to be with you. I try not to fall if I can help it. I try to keep both eyes open and both feet on the ground, except for when I'm climbing trees. I guess then I'm reaching a bit higher. But still keeping the ground in sight, you know? And this metaphor is definitely getting away from me. Okay then, you and me. Whatever comes, we'll figure it out. With any luck, it'll include us still being us. Mwah. Love you too. It's been a hell of a journey, hasn't it? I still can't believe you're the same royal who stumbled into my trap. Hey, like I said at the time, I caught a prize. And then somehow, you caught me. Still not entirely sure how that happened. Oh, right. Charm. Maybe I should call you Charming. Nah. Highness suits you better. And speaking of that, pick up the pace, Highness. We should make it within the next hour if we hurry. We should... Hang on. Shh. Don't move. Stay very still. There's something ahead of us. Not far. Looks like a figure, maybe a person. Can't really make it out. Just wait. I'll move forward and see. Let me just... Wait. I think it's gone. Where did it go? There wasn't a sound or any movement. It just stopped being there. Did I imagine it? No, hang on. I'm still gonna check it out. Stay right behind me and move as quietly as you can. Now that I don't see it, I'm not leaving you alone. Here, hold my hand. This way. Slow and steady. Good. A little further. This. I think this is where it was. There's a bit of an indent in the soil, like someone was standing here. But I don't see any tracks leading away. I don't see anything to suggest where they went. Smell? Smell what? Yes, I do. Very faint, but you're right. Almost sulfury. That makes me think magic. Okay, well, hopefully they didn't see us or hear us. What is that? I see it in the bush. Hang on, I'll get it out. Don't touch it. I'll use a stick or something. We don't know what it is. We're sure as hell not touching it. There we go. Looks like a parchment. A note, maybe? Still not touching it, but let me see if I can get it open. There we go. I see writing. It says, I see you. I don't know. But I think, Your Highness, that we need to get moving. Right now. Hey, Sweetness. Special shout out to this audio's randomly selected Sweetness patron, Grady James Smith. Thank you so much to all of my patrons. You make this channel possible. If you like what you hear, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, leave a like, and check out the links in the description for my other channels, my Patreon, and ways to get cool perks for supporting me. Thanks for listening.